The state wants to move one of its downtown services, but the courts and police are worried the move could mean more drunk drivers keeping their licenses. News 13's Kim Holland explains in tonight's special assignment.
At any given time, you'll find dozens of law enforcement officers bustling around the Metro Courthouse downtown. There are almost as many officers here as defendants.
They just stack cases on top of these guys.
Do you have a lot of officers coming and going from hearing to hearing?
Oh, you see that happen quite often.
It's the state's busiest court. 4,000 people come here daily. Judges, attorneys, and officers are bogged down trying to keep up with the cases. Falling behind can have consequences. What happens when an officer misses a hearing in your courtroom?
Well, typically if an officer misses and really most of the time those cases may get dismissed.
On top of balancing the criminal cases in Metro and District Court, officers get pulled to hearings outside the courthouse too.
And they can't be three places at once.
Officers are responsible for testifying in license revocation hearings. Those are at the MVD office next door to Metro Court.
Now serving 144.
If someone gets arrested for DWI, for example, the state automatically revokes their license for up to a year. It's the law. A person can challenge it here at an MVD hearing.
In light of the fact that the necessary witness is not present here today?
It's one of our busiest offices.
If an officer is late or a no-show, suspected drunk drivers automatically get their licenses back.
If Officer Lee is not present, I will rescind the revocation in this matter.
In the last decade, the state held more than 245,000 DWI license revocation hearings. Of those, almost 14,000 people got their licenses back for an officer failing to appear. Now news that this office will move as soon as next month. If the new office isn't as close as this one, it will make it harder for officers to make it to the hearings.
This is a potential public safety issue, and that it's really important for us to remain in close proximity of the courthouses and the police departments downtown.
The reason for the move? The state says the downtown office isn't full service, isn't busy enough, and parking is a pain.
What we're looking at is actually the northwest quadrant of the city where there's currently no office.
Closing this MVD office means the revocation hearings inside have to find a new home too.
We're doing the best we can. This wasn't necessarily our choice.
The state hopes to find an office within a block or two of the courthouses, within walking distance for officers and attorneys. But even a couple extra blocks could mean more drunk drivers getting their licenses back.
I think there's a real concern.
The state hopes to make a decision on the new office space for the revocation hearings by May. Kim Holland, KRQE News 13.
The MVD's lease with Metro Court ends on July 31st, but the MVD will not move out of that downtown location until the state finds another spot and the move is complete. We have posted a list of all MVD locations on our KRQE app.